This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hello everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Well, you have spoken, and you have spoken with an unbridled passion that is unmatched. I asked the question, what is the most disappointing dungeon crawl that you have ever played? And to my surprise, there were a lot of things that I was really shocked at that kind of made this list by you guys. First of all, a lot of people are disappointed with Shadows of Brimstone. I mean, does Shadows of Brimstone become like Swords and Sorcery? Because I didn't get as many Swords and Sorcery as I thought I would get. But it definitely caught me off guard. And I think it is the massive disappointment in there being so much and being stuck in the same rut, as people had said, and as well as the disappointment of waiting for the newest material. Where is it? You know, it was promised years and years ago, and people are screaming about it. And that's why they're so disappointed of it. It's not so much the gameplay. A lot of them enjoy the gameplay. But they felt that, this was a tremendous rut. Having to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to grab my phone and pull up some of these comments, because I was just absolutely blown away by some of these things. Another game that people were absolutely disappointment was Bard Song. Okay, a lot of the complaints were the repetitiveness of it, and overwhelmingly, Bard Song, was on the top of the list there. Sorry about that, but actually, what I wanted to make sure that I did was I got all the comments to make sure that I covered all the ones that people were disappointed of it. And like I said, Bard Song, every time I look on here, and as I'm going down, Bard Song, the newest Descent, we got a lot of that people felt that they didn't enjoy that, or the second version where they felt it was a race more than it was anything else. Bard Song, unbelievable. How many people, and they were saying by the grinding of it. Another one that kind of caught me off guard, well, not so much caught me off guard, but really kind of that you guys said was Gloomhaven. And this is where Gloomhaven has its problem, is people don't like the Euro mechanism of it. They don't feel it's traditional enough. And you can check a lot of these comments, but people were very disappointed to a degree. We had gotten some Gloomhaven. Dungeon Saga, there was a lot. People felt that fell flat, especially when it came from a couple designers that came from the Holy Grail, which is Games Workshop. Bard Song, here's another one, Bard Song. Another one that was high on the list was Altered Quest, and I have to agree with this. Altered Quest was such a mess. The two designers who to some degree, the Street Masters was great. Okay, their police game was great. I thought there was just some disconnect with this. I think people were expecting another Hero Quest, and they just didn't get it, and that's what I seem to see. But people said that it was Alter Quest, Dungeon Heroes, Swords and Sorcery, Dungeon Saga, Bard Song again. We got a bunch of Dungeon Crusade. People hate the combat mechanic. I have to agree with them. I waited for that game, and when it came out, I tried to hype myself into loving it. I enjoyed the most of it up until the part when I really kind of felt that combat was, it just didn't make any sense to me. It took away from what I wanted, which was an experience of 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 being thematic, and it just wasn't. It was something outside. It was different. There was a lot of passion put into it, and I can never deny Roger that. But it's a game that just kind of sits on my thing, and that's not saying it's a bad game. It's just, was I a little disappointed by it? Sure, but overwhelmingly, it's Bard Song, Alter Quest, and Dungeon Saga have been ones that have been absolutely mind-bogglingly overwhelming with how many people have said that they are the most disappointing dungeon crawls ever made. And are they? I like Dungeon Saga to a degree. We also got, like I said, some Gloomhavens, and some onesie twosies. We got a couple of Dark Souls, and we got the event Dungeons and Dragon Adventure system. They wanted more out of it and better quality. People can be very particular when it comes to their dungeon crawls, but what really caught me is how overwhelmingly those two top games, Bard Song and Alter Quest, were spoken by the people. They are the most disappointing games, dungeon crawls of all time. So there you have it, folks. Just giving you a quick look at, and like I said, I wanted to check the comments and make sure that I got everything in there and all the comments that were in there. The split decisions, there were a lot of people that love Gloomhaven for what it is and the story that it tells, and then you have your hardcore guys that just don't like the combat part of it, and the dealing with the cards and stuff like that, because it's so different and outside of things. And sometimes combat can be a bit monotonous at times. That could be said with just about anything, right? But there you go. There you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this question and putting it out there and getting the overwhelming response from you all. Thank you so much. And we'll come up with something else like this in the very near future. And get you guys to comment and put some of your comments out there, which I really enjoy reading and replying to each and every one. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.